Oblique Seville picked up an injury at the JAAA Puma National Senior Championship, right, in the finals, and he just fully recovered and ran his first complete training session on Monday. Welcome back again, guys, to another video. Welcome back to our narrative. It's okay to be curious. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future video uploads and drop a comment. Now it's only 2 days to the Olympics. We're still counting down. We're getting closer and closer. And for a week or so, maybe more, Jamaica had been silent. Some of the top athletes totally under the radar. And some people are concerned. Some people are thinking that this is good, this is mystery, this is the thing that we all need. Nobody knows what's going on, and when Jamaica resurface, it will be a blast. And right now the Jamaicans, they're resurfacing, they're popping up out of the woodwork slowly but surely. We're getting to see a little bit of action, and the enthusiasm is building. We're getting there. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Team Jamaica captain. I think it's a very good reward to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce for all her hard work. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, going into her last Olympics, still looking fit and strong. She is ready. She said that she don't really let the pressure of competition change who she is, and it's a veteran competitor. We can expect the best from her. If Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is lined up in the finals, we expect a medal. She's just a veteran competitor. We have seen it. You cannot write Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce off, and I think the best people to ask what they think would be women who ran against Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. They will not write her off. They will try to win, and a lot of the focus will be shifted to her because she's just that good. I expect great things, and the fact that we have seen almost nothing of the Jamaica team, it means that they are focused and they are ready and they are prepared. One thing we can say about Jamaicans are more confident than everybody else in the world. If you travel the world, you'll know Jamaicans, when they walk somewhere, whatever they do, more confident. A lot of them very humble, but they are more confident than everybody else in the world. Talking about the athletes staying under the radar, but we're finally seeing some things coming up. Mills say that Seville is ready for action. So Oblique Seville had been under the radar more than most athletes. We don't see him running on the Diamond League circuit. We just do not see Oblique Seville. It's not an athlete that is out there, but he's under the tutelage of Glen Mills. And we all know that Glen Mills is Usain Bolt's coach. He's a very iconic coach. He's saying that Oblique Seville picked up an injury at the JAAA Puma National Senior Championship, right, in the finals, and he just fully recovered and ran his first complete training session on Monday. So now he's in top form finally, and he's training again, full training sessions now. We do have the 100 meter maybe at 2 weeks away from now, so there's enough time for him to get to where he needs to be. But this is good news. Oblique Seville going back in action, fully ready, and the coach is happy. He was being treated by the renowned German doctor, Dr Hans-Wilhelm Müller-Wohlfahrt in Germany. That's a lot of talk, a lot of names there, but it's a renowned doctor who treated Usain Bolt as well. So Seville is getting back, and Seville is one of the gold medal contenders. Seville with the 4th fastest time in the world this year, and he did that PB while not running top speed, while slowing down, and he repeated that PB still slowing down in the Jamaica national trials, where he picked up a slight niggle, but he's back to full form. A lot of people, they are thinking that the Jamaica team may be strategically under the radar just to bring some form of mystery and intrigue, and I do believe so, because we haven't seen a lot. I've been searching all over the place trying to find what's going on in track and field, but these athletes are being very careful, which is good. We have seen what can happen when an athlete is not being careful, like what happened with Janelle Brumfield when she said a little bit or a lot to her boyfriend, who said back a little bit or a lot. And we saw where Johan Blake said a little bit or a lot, and now he's in a lot of problems because of what he said. So the athletes staying under the radar, training, staying out of all the bad energy while they're preparing to just flood Jamaica with good energy. What do you guys think? Do you think that this was a very good strategy for the Jamaican team, or is it that there's really nothing to talk about? They're just focusing, dialing in, and doing what is needed to be done. Now we talk about Oblique Seville in fine shape. We all know that Kishane Thompson is the athlete who gave us the most hope over the past couple of weeks, with the 9.77 slowing down, looking extremely well in that race. We know what we saw, right? But are we in a good spot with the relay team? Because these are athletes who are preparing for their individual medal, literally tunnel vision to that podium. They are doing all that they can with all that they can. Are we in a position to say that these athletes will be able to work together, to cooperate as a team in that 4x1 relays? A lot of people love the relays to the point where it's the icing on the cake. They wait for the relays, and that's when the curtain comes down, and usually Jamaica winning the relay, it comes down with a bang, because you know, two top athletes going into battle. You know, I used to say well, let's say for example the Usain Bolt, Justin Gatlin going into battle, Asafa Powell, all of these guys going into battle individually. That's like, you know what, winner take all. But then there's a team effort where some of these individual giants come together and they put together a good race and beat another set of giants, and the entire world sit down and be entertained. I wonder if Jamaica is at that point where they can put together a good team, a team that would be able to run good times. We all know that we have the sub 10 runners for it, and if they can put together a good relay lineup, the sub 10 runners will be able to give us a good time, but potentially getting a gold, could be a silver, who knows. But if we are not able to get all of these pieces together, it will be an issue. And at this point, Jamaica will need to do everything that they can to get as many medals as they can. Talking about giving a glimmer of hope, we saw from the Nikisha Price run, that was a glimmer of hope, and 48.57 run in the 400 meters. That's really a podium finish. That's a podium finish, and I'm sure that with the time that we have and the fact that they are going under the radar and not doing too much out there like full races, they should be preparing themselves, should be getting their bodies in top shape, recovering from what needs to be recovered, getting those massaging, and just getting the spa treatment while putting in the work. I think that we can be hopeful for that. With Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce being the captain and in her final Olympics, what can we expect? Should we expect that they will put it all on the line the same way how they did it for Usain Bolt in his final Olympics, making sure that he got that Olympic three goals? They put a lot of work into the relays where the guys were able to set a world record, which I'm sure that that world record would be on the line going into this Olympics. You know, the guys fancy their chances, especially if they're working together. They'll be working to remove that mark and lower it to something else. At least Usain Bolt would finally lose a world record that way. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Jamaica is working under the radar to do something in public, you know, train in private so that you could work in public? I really do believe that Jamaica had been doing a very good job staying out of everybody's eyes. I'm sure that they're in a village where all the athletes exist. News would be going from camp to camp, you know. They would know where this athlete is at the moment. You know, all of that would be going on because it's an Olympic village. But the fans who are outside looking at Instagram, looking at anything just to find what's the latest in the world of track and field, they will be happy to take whatever they can get. And with Jamaica finding a way to put a lid on all of the information, it's good. It's very good. They're going to just unleash, and I think we'll be happy to see what happens next. Shericka Jackson, we haven't seen really a lot from her at all. Again, this just might be the strategy that they employ, because after seeing her pulling up in that Lizone race, we didn't hear anything about her. We haven't seen anything from her, but we know that some time had passed, and this is wartime. This is wartime, and she is one of the main generals in the 100 and the 200. We know that the 100 meters women and 200 meter women, it's banking on her performance as much as it is banking on any of the others. But she is right now one of the main generals. We haven't heard or seen anything. Could be a good thing. Sometimes the silence causes us to have a little jitters here and there, but again, it could be a good thing, because no news, it's good news. Sometimes if you hear something, it would cause for concern, and the camp would get the opposition would get the opportunity to strategize around the news that they are hearing. So no news, good news. A lot of good things could come from this, and I do believe that we have an opportunity here to seize the moment. As the Olympics team have an opportunity to seize the moment, and the fans will be cheering. If you have been looking online, you'd have seen already that the fans are cheering. The fans are getting their war gears on. They are ready to participate in the fight, without a doubt. And I'm sure that the athletes, without all of the enthusiasm, and we're pushing energy towards them. They know that. They can feel that. You know that infantry is getting active if the light come back enough. You know, light is there. But what I'm saying is just that sometimes you don't hear anything. It's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing, because they want to surprise their fans as much as they want to surprise the world. Kishane Thompson, haven't heard anything from him since that 9-6, that 9-7 run. See him talking 9-6. It's like I'm literally manifesting this, because it's for the taking, right? But I think Kishane Thompson had always been a mystery man, and I think some strategy is going on that is causing other athletes to go mysterious. And Tia Clayton, I am looking at her as a breakout star. That's my hope, that she will be a breakout star. I hope that she is motivated enough to do this for herself and Tina Clayton, because you know they are a twin. They feed off each other. Positive energy will be flowing from one to the next, and then the entire country would be receiving it and pushing it right back. I do believe that these athletes they're cherished. They are cherished, especially in the moment. After they phase out and fade out of the moment, they will be forgotten to some extent, unless they keep themselves remembered. But they are appreciated, and they are cherished to some extent. To some extent, if they win. It's pitiful, but I hope that someday the Jamaica administrative people, the government, somebody would find a way to honor these athletes. I really do believe that at some point, after these athletes retire, or after these athletes are no longer fit for the big leagues, there could be a competition in the world that allow athletes to continue to earn some money and to enjoy what they enjoy. Because some of these athletes, they would retire in their late 20s, early 30s, and it's not like they're old people. They are young people, still have this dream of competing, still have this dream of beating a star who they weren't able to beat during their active years. And this would give them an opportunity to still embrace that love and that passion for the sport, because some of the reason why we are seeing like the likes of Johan Blake holding on to the glory days is because there's nothing else after this. Why we had to call for Asafa Powell to leave Asafa, leave before it looks bad, is because there's nothing after this. Why they had to call for Veronica Campbell to leave, because there's nothing, and call for Merlin Atty to leave, because there's nothing after this. There are very few athletes who didn't get a call to leave, because these athletes know that after this, what is next? This is what they had known since they may have been 4 years old, until they are 25, 26, 27, 28, up to 30, and then they're asked to leave. And then this becomes a sad situation, because they start get beaten by the new athletes who are coming in, who are putting in the work, who are creating history for themselves at that time. You know, it would be good for the world to look into creating a league for the older athletes, a veterans league that would give these younger athletes, some of these older athletes actually who are still young, an opportunity to participate and potentially relive some of those glory and earn some money. And I'm sure that with those athletes going out there participating, even if it is subpar compared to the main show, the world would be watching, because a lot of us have our energies and our love invested in a particular athlete already. So if there was a league similar to the Diamond League, where we could see a Safa Powell line up against Justin Gatlin and Usain Bolt making an appearance, and Johan Blake and all these guys going back as a senior athlete, not at the level of what we are seeing in competition now, they would be able to gracefully exit while not having to destroy their bodies trying to keep up with the youngsters. You know, I want to hear your perspective on this one. Drop your comments down below and let me know what you think. Rewrite Narrative, like, share and subscribe.